Welcome back to Post Time. If Virginia is for lovers, then I would say that Maryland is for horse lovers. So, what proof do I have to back that up? I'm glad you asked because I have some incredible news thanks to the Maryland Horse Industry Board. But some of you may not be familiar with the Maryland Horse Industry Board yet. So let's find out who they are first.
We are a program of the Maryland Department of Agriculture. Our job is to market and promote the horse industry in Maryland. We also license 700 riding stables where people can go and learn to take riding lessons and board their horses. And the other main function, as I said, is to market and promote all aspects of the horse industry. There are 50 different breeds of horses in Maryland, 35 different riding disciplines. We have race horses like we have here at Ocean Downs tonight. We have trail riding horses. We have people that just have jousting horses. That's our official state sport. Assateague ponies, you name it, we got a little bit of everything in Maryland.
The Maryland Horse Industry Board is very important to Maryland because it allows the general public to be able to get involved with just a horse. You don't have to own a horse, you don't have to board a horse, you don't have to lease a horse. There's different stables throughout the state of Maryland that you can go and pet and groom and maybe possibly ride, take a lesson. Just have a really nice horse experience.
This past week at Ocean Downs, the Maryland Horse Industry Board announced the Maryland Historic Horse Trail called Horses at the Beach. It's a self-guided tour with 11 different sites on it that are located in Worcester and the southern part of Wicomico counties. Of course, one of these historic sites is our half-mile harness track here in Berlin, which has been open for 65 years.
We started the Horse History Trail Initiative. We were afraid we were losing a lot of the history of horses in Maryland. And actually the history of Maryland mirrors the history of horses in Maryland. They were used over the years since we founded the colony in 1633 for work, transport, war, everything you can imagine. So our history goes back 350, 360 years, not only with Maryland, but with horses. So we're identifying and inventorying throughout the state of Maryland all the historic horse sites, and there are probably 1,000. So we're dividing it up into counties. Angela Reynolds and her committee members, Ellen Moyer and Margaret Worrell, devised the first one in Worcester County, linking the Assateague ponies with Glen Riddle Farm, where a man of war and war admiral trained, to Ocean Downs, where we are tonight, their 65th anniversary. Also with our first experience center, Holly Ridge Equestrian Center in Willards, where people can actually go ride horses, learn about horses, and enjoy horses, hands-on. So it should be a great experience for everyone. These are self-guided driving tours. People can go at any time and visit them and learn the background stories of how horses were important in the history of the state.
The Horse Board has been so supportive of our project. We had wanted to do something with historic horse trails, with the history of the horses going back to the 1700s in this county. And right away, they enjoyed the idea, they were enthused about it, and they said, let's do it, let's support this. And they have been very supportive all the way through. We've been working on it for over a year now. And we've gone back several times, with updates and all, and it just seems like, each time we go back, it's more exciting because one path has led right to another. We started with Assateague and then went to Riddle Farm, and then the next thing you know, we were looking for vintage photographs and all. We went to the Taylor House Museum, but it just seemed like each trail, one just followed right behind the other very easily. It's been very exciting for all of us, and it's been a labor of love for all of us that have been working on it.
This is a wonderful opportunity not only for the Berlin Ocean City area and the Eastern Shore, but for the entire state. I don't think many people realize the strong tradition that we have in all phases of the horses, and from agriculture to racing And of course, locally, the very first settlers of Worcester County, who still here today, are the Assateague ponies. So that's just one of many things. Of course, we have great racing tradition here because of the Triple Crown River Man of War, which literally was raised less than a half mile from here and trained. And I think it's just skimming the surface. And this, of course, is the 65th anniversary of harness racing in Maryland's Lower Eastern Shore. And of course, the racing industry is a very important industry for the entire state.
For more information on the Maryland Horse Industry Board's historic horse trails, just log on to mdhistorichorsetrails.com. It's a beautiful website with everything you'll need to know about this new project.